Alright guys, today I'm going to be telling you how to do radius on RJ45 authentication, baby. So stay tuned and let's get into this video. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be discussing radius authentication with the UNIFI built-in radius server. So hey, this is only going to be RJ45 authentication. If you guys want to do the Wi-Fi authentication with radius, I have a video up here. Go watch that one. So let's get into this video. So the first thing we're going to want to do is remember, write down our networks. I have a lot of networks. Don't worry about this little triangle here. It's just saying I have no more IP addresses available. That's fine. I only have one because this is my DNS VLAN. Only my DNS server's on that, so that's fine. I have no problems. So first thing that we're going to want to do is figure out which VLAN we want devices to go to. We're going to set this one to the IoT network, this device. So I'm just going to remember this is VLAN ID number 2. Now we're going to go to profiles. We're going to go to radius. This is the default one. You can create a new one or whatever if you want to add a new one and stuff like this. We're going to use the default from the UDM. I'm not going to share my password, my secret. We're going to make sure wired is enabled. Put these authentication port is 1812 and accounting port is 1813. And I like 60. Keep it at 60 seconds. I like it. Tunnel reply. And now we're going to add users. This is going to be a quick video because it doesn't really take that long. It's pretty simple and easy, and I hope this works for you guys. I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can. So, local credentials. These are the users that we're going to give access to. We're going to click on it. I already have some here. I'm just going to do the test one. As you can see, test 1, password Goku. The VLAN ID is 2. VLAN, so tunnel type is 13 because we want it to go to different VLANs. And 6 is because we want it 802.10 authentication, baby. You can do MAC address. We're going to do password authentication for this. So when they put in their Ethernet port, you're going to be able to put a password in and it will log you into whatever VLAN this is associated with. So when you do this, it's going to ask for a username. Username is test1. And anybody who puts in test1 and with this password, Goku will go to VLAN 2. Now, if I created another one, I could literally have the same name, but with a different password, and it would go somewhere else. So it's pretty freaking cool. So once this is created, we have another step we need to do. We need to go back to radius area or back to profiles, and we need to do Ethernet ports. So test, this is radius. I put rad, just whatever. Leave all this the same here. It's usually going to be a manual. We want to make sure this is set to 802.1x control and make sure it's set to auto. The auto basically is going to let us use the username and password, and we're going to need that. And then we're going to go down and hit apply. You can keep all this stuff the same. Next, we're going to go to our UNIFI devices. And you can see it here. We have all of our switches and stuff right here. So we got to figure out which switches we want, or you can do all the switches. So I'm going to show you. We can go back to settings, go back to network, and we can go down, and we need to make sure that 802.1x, and this is global switch settings. This is going to be applied to all the switches. So we're going to check this, and we're going to click that default radius server that we're using, the UNIFI one. So we're going to click that here. Next, if it's not working after you've done this, then it might be that your switch is not set to it, because some switches, I like my switches to be different. I don't want certain things to be applied to all the switches. So that means depending on what's going on here with your switches, if you're doing testing or creating or just messing around, whatever kind of stuff, jumbo frames, whatever, this is going to be applied to all the switches. You may not want jumbo frames on all your switches. I'm going to go to UNIFI devices. We're going to go to our switches. So if you can see here, I'm going to use this switch right here. We're going to go to settings, and we need to make sure that 802.1x control, we need to make sure that this is enabled and the default. See, global switching is unchecked on this switch. I don't want all those things applied. It might have its own certain things I want on this. So we want to make sure that this is applied, the 802.1x authentication radius. and then we want to go to the default radius profile. And when this is enabled, if it's not enabled by default, you're going to see this, then the port radius will be there. So it's not going to be there by default until you've selected 802.1x, and it's going to say select your radius profile, basically. Next, we're going to want to go to overview, and for that switch, because I just don't, I mean, I can select all ports if I wanted to, but we just want a certain port on this network. So we're going to click this port. And as you can see, if I don't enable Ethernet port profile, it's just going to have all the defaults, whatever port this goes to. Default is a switch port. That's for switches only on my VLANs. I have all my other ones here. What I'm going to do is, as soon as you select Ethernet port profile, that one that we created, the test RAID, now it's automatically going to blur it out, because it's going to say, hey, he's using radius on this thing. So whatever he picks on this port is going to have authentication, and then that'll give it to where it wants to go. So it's going to basically bypass all this other stuff here. So next, we got that done. Now I'm going to show you what it's like. So we're going to go to here. Once you've hit applied and that port takes effect, you might have to wait, but it's going to work. We're just going to test. I'm going to go to, I'm only on Wi-Fi only. Look, I can search, let's just go Goku. I'm a Goku fan, whatever. So there we go. Now I'm going to turn the internet off, the Wi-Fi. Boom. And as I can see first too, before I move it off, let me show you that this laptop right here is on the main network. This is Commie House. This is the main network right here. I think we can see, where is it gonna show me? Yeah, it's on Stevenson's right here. It's on the Wi-Fi. It's on the main network of the 802.1x. It's using my network right here. When I change it, it's not going to show Stevenson's or this network stuff. It doesn't do that for RJ45 ports. So you're not going to be able to see that. You might need a SIM for it to be able to process more information. But with this, or you can go to the logs for UNIFI. It's a whole nother thing. And you can log in and find the radius logs and all this stuff, but you can't literally do it in the controller itself yet. It would be cool if they added it. The Wi-Fi, you definitely can see it right here, as you can see, but for RJ45, you won't be able to see it, other than you'll know that that device is in that proper, VLAN, because you'll be able to see the network that it's in and stuff like that. So if we go to servers, IoT, this is in the main network right now, and this laptop right here is going to go to the IoT network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is disabled. And now I'm going to plug in my RJ45 port. And you will see nothing's going to happen here. Nothing. It has not been authenticated at all. So what I have to do, just to search, let's search something else just to show you there's no internet. Dragon. Nothing. Can't reach. There's no internet right now. So what we're going to do is, this is on Windows 11. We're going to right click, Network and Internet. We're going to go to Ethernet. And we're going to go to Sign In. And boom. I have to put my credentials in. But it's not going to show that at first. Now, since I exiting this out the first time too, it's a whole nother can of worms. So I just want to show you. What you're going to probably want to do is go down here, because it's not going to be authenticated. In authentication settings, you need to make sure you turn on Enable 1x. So you wouldn't even have this sign in here at all until you've turned this on. And what I like to do is just click here, EPA, security, hit save, and good. But guess what? It's going to do this whole nother verification thing every time. And that's stupid. So what we got to do, what I found out is the easy way, is we're going to move this aside, make this a little smaller. We're going to open up, right click task start button and hit device manager. Otherwise, and then we're going to pull out the Ethernet cable again. We're going to go to the network adapter. We're going to go to the Ethernet family controller and disable it. I know it's a pain in the butt. It just does that. It's probably a Windows bug. Needs to be fixed. Okay, yeah. But if you did it the first time, I just put the password there, but I wanted to show you if there's a problem. That's what I wanted to show you. So now I'm going to re-enable this with the Ethernet out. And then see, there's no internet connection detected. So I'm going to plug this back in. and it should see it change to sign in connection, or yep, connecting action needed. We're gonna hit, hopefully if it worked, sign in, there we go. Test 1, password was GOKU, hit connect, yep, connect. Perfect, we are rocking and rolling. And now, what we should see in a minute, I think I did that VLAN, let's make sure, because we are in the internet now. So if I refresh this page, Dragons is gonna come right up, there it is. I just wanna make sure I did put me in VLAN 2. Let's make sure that I did put me in the right VLAN. Profiles, test, we need to go to Radius server again. And I'm gonna go to my local credentials. This was the test, VLAN ID 2. Was VLAN ID 2 the one I was thinking of? Let's see, networks, was it? Yep, VLAN ID 2 is IoT. So now we're gonna go to our device settings over here. And hopefully in a minute here, it might take a minute, and it'll move up after refresh for a minute. That's the one thing with this, it might take a minute to refresh. Just give it a minute, give it a minute. And what I can do, if I just want this to show up quicker here, like I'm gonna show you literally right now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to my switch where this is plugged into, settings, scroll down, restart that switch, boom. There's no PoE on it right now, so it don't matter. Now we're just gonna wait for that switch to restart, and it hopefully should say automatically. Like I said, it's already in that VLAN already, just the UNIFI server might take a minute just to pick it up. If I were to turn on live view, which I should have done at my, like, you know, statistics, you can get it like on the fly, and I probably should have done that before making this video, but I'm gonna show you either way that me not changing anything, it should go over to that new port. So let's make sure it's working. Images, already, it's already that quick. Dang, that was quick, is it? Oh no, wait, is it? Videos, yeah, okay, wow. That was quick, but it's still not up. Let's refresh this now. If it's up, that's, oh no, okay, not yet, yep. We'll just give it a minute. The switch itself is working, doing a switch, but it hasn't been adopted to the channel yet. So I'm still able to use it. It's just not showing to the channel yet, so I just gotta make it sure. Refresh again. Refresh again, because I really wanna show you guys. See if it'll show up here, even though it's not. Let's hopefully it does. Come on. Refresh. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. So it actually did go off this time. Perfect. All right. So it really did restart for a minute. Okay. Give the switch a minute to boot up, my friends. Hey, and if you guys like these videos, like, comment, subscribe. This would have, and hit the bell notification too, but this would have already taken effect. Like I'm saying, literally the credentials, it's in the IoT network. Just for me to show you really quick, it's just taking a minute because I just want to make sure you guys see that I did nothing and that it's literally on the IoT network. Okay, search again. Internet, give it a minute. And since I already put those credentials in, I don't have to put them in again. Unless I delete that profile or change the password in that profile, then I would have to redo it. There we go. We're getting something now. See that little long spin? Now we're getting somewhere. Because it wouldn't do that before. Let's just give it a minute. I'm gonna keep this at the right thing because I really want to show you guys. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, perfect. Okay, where are we here? Where's that laptop? IoT, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. That laptop is in the IoT network. Like I knew it was, like I'm saying, I knew it was. I just wanted to force it so you guys could see it now. Now there is another setting that I should have probably turned on, which you can do too. If you go to settings, and then we go to system, oh not system, control panel here, console, and we go to, where are we here? Where am I looking for? Or is it upgrades? No. Or push notifications? I'm trying to remember. Credentials? No. What am I thinking of? Is it under system? Maybe that is under system. There we go. Okay. Interface refresh rate. That's what it was. I should have put always real-time updates. I put adaptive, so it might take a minute. It might not be exactly. It can use more power if you have this on and stuff like that. Sometimes see refresh rate. This default setting will set the rate that ensures the best user experience. That's why. But you could always put real-time updates. It probably would have been quicker. But yeah, I just wanted to show you right there. But this works, and it works great. And hey, I made these videos for you guys. So I hope that you and your family are having a rock and rollin' day. Peace out, and guess what, guys? I'm gonna catch you in the next video.